Aries, welcome to your reading for February 2021. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone. We are going to look at your past, present, and future energy, and then look at your overall, which is the Page of Wands in reverse. So in your past energy, I get the Seven of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. In your present energy, I get the Emperor, which is actually your card. That's the Aries card. The Strength card in reverse, and then the Six of Pentacles in reverse. In the future, I get the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and this bonus card from this particular deck, which we'll talk a little bit about later in the reading. So in your past energy, and combined with this Page of Wands in the overall, so in the past, I get the Seven of Cups, which is generally represents a lot of choices in love. And let me hold this card up because it's kind of interesting to look at. So you see all these cups, and they all have something that comes out of them. Some of the things that come out are positive and some are negative. So, you know, one's got a snake and one has what looks to be like an angel. So it's just representing the fact that, sure, you have a lot of choices in love, but some are good and some are bad. And with this overall Page of Wands from the bottom of the deck, and just the way your cards read, it sounds to me like this Two of Swords right here and this Ten of Cups in reverse. It sounds like you made an intellectual decision about those Seven of Cups and perhaps picked somebody who checked off a lot of boxes. Maybe, you know, they just had a lot of pros. They were financially stable. They had their act together. I don't feel like it was an emotional decision because Two of Swords is definitely a card of more of the mind, more of the intellect. Swords are, you know, definitely viewed that way. And then the fact you have this Ten of Cups in reverse, we'll take a look at that card. That's definitely not a sign of whatever decision you made bringing you happiness and fulfillment with it in that reverse position. You know, if it was upright, I would say, hey, you made a great decision. Look at that Ten of Cups. But it came out like this. So, especially looking at the cards that you got in your present energy. Hold these up a little bit closer for you. So you got the Emperor, Strength in reverse, and that Six of Pentacles. Every single one of these cards in the position that they're in a love reading, unfortunately smacks of a controlling, domineering, lover, somebody who is not super, you know, doesn't have a lot of empathy, can be a very like strings attached kind of lover, especially if that Six of Pentacles in reverse. It's like kind of like the kind of person who doesn't do anything for you unless there's sort of a condition attached. Doesn't sound like a great relationship, and that may be why we have that Ten of Cups in the reverse back there. And unfortunately, even though a lot of times people say, listen to your head, not your heart, sometimes that's what we end up with when we make an intellectual decision about love instead of more of a something coming from the heart a little bit more. So that's what the feeling that I get so far from this reading is that this person could be, you know, controlling and maybe not super giving, that type of feeling, but you're not getting a lot of emotional satisfaction out of this. And for an Aries in particular, and the Emperor card is Aries card, for an Aries to be in a relationship that's controlling is pretty unusual. You're a very independent, fiery sign yourself. I don't think this could possibly be super long lasting unless something changes. And so when you look at your future energy, it's intriguing that it's two of the cards are about balance for sure. If you look at that Two of Pentacles and that Nine of Pentacles, I mean, the Two of Pentacles, you can see it. He's balancing two pentacles. And that card is exactly what it looks like. Nine of Pentacles can very much be about self-sufficiency, independence, and when it comes to love, sort of a balance of love and independence. So I get the feeling, especially if we take this bonus card into consideration, and I want to look at this card here for a minute. So you see this older like motherly, grandmotherly figure here with the children, and then a woman in the back. She has her back turned. This reads to me like there's somebody in your life who's like maybe somebody you would turn to for advice, somebody who has your back like she does in this picture, whether that's a mother or a friend or a grandmother, what have you. It doesn't even have to be female. It can just be an energy of somebody who is looking out for you, that type of thing. And so maybe they've been on the outside of this relationship looking in, and maybe can give you some motherly advice on what you need to do to find some balance. Because if it's really that codependent a relationship, and the strength card in reverse can represent codependency, it can't bring you satisfaction for long. And so there's no death card or tower card. There's no card in this reading that would represent the end of something. So don't feel like this is a relationship that necessarily has to end to get to these points of balance. You know, if this is another fire sign, of course, fire signs really aren't known for being in touch with their emotions. So it just could be that this person needs some motherly advice to get them to realize, hey, you're really kind of being inconsiderate or controlling, and this is not working. I am not getting this happy, satisfied feeling from this relationship, because, you know, 10 of Cups in reverse is not good, and we all want the 10 of Cups in the upright, obviously, when it comes to a relationship. So you guys need to find some balance, you know, in balance in love. Sounds like you need to get this codependency taken care of and get into this sense of independence and self-sufficiency, which is very much how an Aries generally operates anyway. So if someone's been trying to give you advice in your life, like, hey, this doesn't look healthy to me, or you're not happy and here's what you should do, I would say it feels to me like you're going to start paying attention to those people who are maybe pointing out the negatives of this relationship. So, and you're going to find some balance in the future. You know, and like I said, it doesn't feel to me like it's necessarily the death of this relationship, but more of a, more that it needs to grow, and this person needs to understand what they're doing and contributing that's making you so unhappy. So Aries, that's what I have for you for February of 2021. If this resonated, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you in a couple weeks.